The last thing that somebody needs when they're trying to protect themselves or a loved one from identity fraud is red tape. But unfortunately, resolving an issue related to a stolen Social Security number can be a long and complex ordeal, placing additional burdens on victims, and it extends time for criminals and fraudsters to misuse the Social Security number. As the creator and issuer of Social Security numbers, the Social Security Administration is uniquely positioned to not only combat Social Security number fraud, but also protect people whose Social Security numbers have been compromised from harm due to identity fraud. But Social Security's policies don't always make things easy. Today, we'll have an opportunity to hear firsthand about how difficult it is to resolve issues related to lost Social Security numbers or stolen Social Security numbers, and discuss some ways that the Social Security Administration can make it easier for Americans to protect themselves from harm before it occurs. If a burglar breaks into your house, you call the police. They don't tell you to wait a few weeks and hope that your situation improves. Instead, they send an officer to respond. It's not always how victims of identity theft are treated, and that's the problem. The American people deserve a similar response from government services when they are victims of identity theft. That's why I have partnered with Ranking Member Larson to reintroduce the Improving Social Security Service to Victims of Identity Theft Act. That would require the Social Security Administration to provide a single point of contact for individuals whose numbers have been misused and to help resolve cases as quickly as possible. We've also had a chance to hear from both We'll also have a chance to hear from both Social Security Administration and its Office of Inspector General about ongoing efforts at the agency to combat identity fraud and the ways these can be improved. The agency's records are valuable anti-fraud tools because they associate the numbers, Social Security numbers, with other verified identity data, such as the name, date of birth, and date of death. In limited cases, these records have been leveraged to help combat fraud by sharing death data with other federal and state agencies and by partnering with the private sector to establish electronic consent-based Social Security verification number, or the ECBSV. But as we'll hear today, there's more that the SSA and Congress can do to improve the effectiveness of these efforts. Identity theft is a serious issue, and we all have a responsibility to do a better job of protecting Americans from this threat and to restore the public trust. I want to thank our witnesses for joining us today, and we look forward to your testimony.